157 is our starting weight today, so we will get the action going there with Brandon Kingsley wrestling for Minnesota, and from Purdue is Doug Welch. Danny, what do you expect to see here in this match?
You know, I think it's going to be, it's a pretty even matchup here. And right now I think, as the Big Ten season goes on, this is a big match for both guys because now we're talking about a Big Ten seed here.
Absolutely. Kingsley had a great win last week over a ranked opponent from the University of Rutgers, so this is a match that Brandon needs to get here to get assure himself a good seed at that Big Ten tournament in Iowa City.
And for the Boilermakers, I think this is, an ideal weight class for them to start at, where you get both Welch brothers, kind of trying to get their ball rolling right away.
Doug Welch did qualify for the NCAA tournament last year. He went 0-2, but he drew. He had Ian Miller in the first round. Miller ended up going on to place. So it's a tough draw for Welch, but he's been around. He's an NCAA qualifier from a year ago. Both guys just kind of feeling each other out a little bit here.
Yeah, not a whole lot of action. Kingsley tried a long high crotch attempt there, but
I'd like to see Kingsley get to some of his ties, his 2-on-1s, his underhooks, where he's pretty good in those positions. Welch in deep on a shot here. Kingsley's doing a good job trying to hips down, squares, hips up.
Yeah.
Keeping that weight down. Doesn't want Welch coming up to his feet or coming through the back. And stalemate's going to be called there. Great job by Kingsley. That's it. That takes a lot out of a guy. You take that shot, you get underneath a guy. You're expending some energy down there. Closing in on just about a minute 10 to go here in the first period. Not a ton of action so far. Just to see both these guys open it up a little bit more.
Kingsley likes to get that near wrist control. And
yeah. It's a hard to, a lot of times, guy like 57-pounders like this, they're used to a lot of times wrestling at an hour and a half or even more, hour 45 after weigh-ins, where they draw 57. If you're starting weight, you're up right away at 1 hour after weigh-ins.
So Kingsley has a leg up, looking to finish.
Great job clubbing ahead and cutting him back to get that takedown and start this match out.
About 30 minutes left in the first period.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
It'll be a long first period. Welch out with the escape, but Kingsley was able to get 15 seconds of riding time there. And I try to answer back here, get another one right as the end of the first. Looks like that's going to be the way the first is going to end. So head into the second period. Brandon Kingsley's going to have a 2-1 lead, 15 seconds of riding time. Gophers' choice, he's going to defer. So Minnesota will have the choice in the odd matches today. Purdue will have choice in the even. Kingsley's, he is a very good wrestler from the top position. Yeah. So hopefully he doesn't, he's great with cradles. I'd like to see him stop that first move by Welch here and then start to get to work, not try to rush it. Welch doing a good job trying to come to his feet. See, the ref started to count there a little bit. There, he's close.
You can see him trying to get those fingers together there.
I think they may have touched, just not quite enough to.
He's back in that position where he likes to be.
Yeah, get that cross leg. He loves the cross-face cradle. He prefers that, I think, over the head and the side. Mm-hmm. He's really trying to work this here. This is a position for Welch. I think they probably knew they wanted to avoid, especially if they watched last week's match against Rutgers. This is where Kingsley spent a lot of time trying to get a cradle locked up, but there's not a lot the guy on bottom can do down here. Still trying to work. There's going to be that's a first stall warning on bottom on on Welch. And again, like I say, you know, it's tough for him. If he starts to try to come up, he's going to get
You're
cradled.
going to put yourself in a bad position, and that's kind of what happened and how he ended up in that position. You know, he almost gave up that near side and then, you know, bellied out right away, and Kingsley took advantage of it and went right to his crossface.
So 45 seconds to go in the second. Riding time up to over a minute and a half now in favor of Kingsley. I think we might see a stalemate here pretty soon if not much happens.
I think that's what Coach Ersling's
looking for. Yeah, and there's going to be a stalemate. So we're going to get a fresh start. 30 seconds to go. 1:44 riding time for Kingsley. He leads 2-1 in the match. He will have choice when we get to the third. So he's in a good spot right now. Just a ride out here in this last 30 seconds is going to be real big for him. Now, caution on Kingsley.
And here we
just
go.
His first, yep.
Last weekend against Rutgers, we saw.
Ran into quite a few of them. And I think the refs are trying to, I think they were told to wait a little bit longer. And he's going to give another one. That's a second one on Kingsley. So one more there. It's going to be a point for Welch. So Brandon's really got to just shut his eyes. Don't move until you hear that whistle. And I think, you know, like I say, the NCAA really told the officials to wait longer so nobody can get a jump on it. He's back in trying that near side cradle.
Has that.
Welch is trying to come into it. We're still riding here. Oh, he's going to get one for an escape. So Welch is able to get an escape. 1:56 a riding time for Brandon Kingsley.
10 seconds to go in the second.
Be Kingsley's choice, I'm assuming, probably go down. You got 56 seconds to get up and get away. That's a lot of time you got to work to keep that riding time advantage. So 2-2 here heading into the third period in this opening match between the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Purdue Boilermakers.
So Welch has one stall call and Kingsley has 2 cautions. So
there is a long delay on them whistles, them starts. So he was up to his feet. I think that Welch needs to bring him back down here. He was up to his feet before that leg got thrown in. And a stalemate call. I think the next time that happens, that could be a stall on Welch, unless the leg comes in before he gets to his feet. If the leg's in before he gets to his feet, it actually would be a stall on Kingsley. So to watch where that leg comes in. Great switch off the whistle there by Kingsley, getting his hips moving. He's getting Welch in a bad spot. He's going to come around, get a reversal.
Two-point reversal.
4-2 lead now for Kingsley and starting to work that riding time back up. Get back to his cradle. He's got it locked.
Whoa. Welch trying to attack those hands.
Yeah.
Kingsley's a little high. Maybe
He's really going after it right now. He knows what he wants. He's got it locked again.
He's bumping.
Can't let that hand slip out between.
That's a tight lock right there.
Welch is trying to work that now. He's got that arm out. This is not, he's got to be careful here, Kingsley does. And that cradle and that crossface cradle, you got to keep that arm between. As soon as he lets that arm slip out over his back, gets him in a tough spot there. And Welch is able to slide that arm off and get a reversal. The riding time is locked up, so it is 5-4. Welch is going to have to let Kingsley go because he's going to lose if he rides him out. So it's 5-4. Kingsley trying to step over a leg, get him in a position where really he can't let him go.
Right. Try to slip his hip off there. And
yep, work for a reversal instead of just taking the escape. 30 seconds to go now in the third period. Score shows 4-4, but Kingsley will get a point at the end of this match for riding time.
I mean, just having that strong base will
15 to
give
go.
him the win right here.
It looks like that's the way it's going to end, so riding time will hold on. Be down to about a minute 23, but that's all he needs.
Good win.
5-4 win for Brandon Kingsley. Get the duel started. 3 team points for the Golden Gophers. A 3-0 lead. Brandon Kingsley with a 5-4 win.